My name is Nina Gregory. I am the author of The Marvelous Mill on Market Street, a truly wonderful story. It is a story that, first of all, I was assigned to write in a master's reading writing class at William Paterson University. Writing is not something I enjoy and have enjoyed, but I had to do it for a grade. So when I talked to my husband about some things, and I realized that when I was teaching here at the school, I realized that there were several people who were not around anymore or were not going to be around anymore, and we need to keep this story going because it is a marvelous story. And the farther I get away from when I originally started it and now today, that word marvelous is just really important to me. Anything else?
Well, I remember the night we were sitting at a restaurant, probably in Hawthorne, and you were so frustrated by this class. The teacher was so demanding, and she wanted you to write a book as a part of the class project so you maybe teach your kids to write books. And it just was so overwhelming. But we thought about the idea of writing about the school, and looking back over more than 40 years, I honestly can't remember which of us came up with the idea of telling the story in the voice of the old building itself. But once we solidified on that idea, then the story basically wrote itself. We had interviewed Herb Van Dinen and I think the Vanderclays and Terpstras and other people who had been part of the beginning of the school, and we got lots of stories about their experiences in getting this building located and rehabilitated and so forth. And it just, once we decided to tell the story in the voice of the building, then all of the other things that we had learned from people sort of fell into place.
So these characters, these people in here in this book, are the people who actually did the work in 2 months. Could not believe it. 2 months. Turned this old building into a school. And they are the people we interviewed. They gave us those details about sandblasting, and we learned
about someone burning their hand or something on the welding the fire escape.
Yes.
So even though it's written as a form of fiction, it's really not fiction. Every incident that's mentioned is real. About the only thing unreal is the building itself talking, but if you're around here long enough, the building does sort of talk with you anyway. So.
It does. So the great thing about this project I had to do that I didn't want to do is that I ended up getting an A, and she passed the book around and a lot of people got to see it. And that inspired me just to really do more and finish more. And from then on, in my over 30 years in teaching a classroom, there always was a writing workshop class.
And she had her kids actually produce books.
Yeah, they actually wrote the books. We typed them up in the olden days, and that was what we did. So as I look back and I think about this, I'm thinking about a lot of students in my class, and as I follow them on Facebook and I see some of the things that they are now doing, I am totally amazed. I love this school from the very beginning. When I needed a job, God provided a job. When I needed I came into a program here, a musical, sat down by 2 people. She shared with me that she had been the music teacher and she could not do that anymore. And the job was open, and God said, that's it, go for that. So I started out teaching music. And that lady, Annetta Vanderlat, became a really dear friend for the rest of the time. It's exciting to see the school grow, and as I come back, there just are lots of fond memories. as teachers, I think we're very close because we were a small group. We all had one purpose, and that was to see our kids succeed. And yeah, there were some hard times. There were some times when I said I should look for another job, but this is where I was supposed to be for that period of time in my life. And even now, I track kids down on Facebook, or I hear from them sometimes, and I'm just so proud of what they have become. Some of them were from the projects, and we thought, I don't know what will happen. Once they leave Drum Treader, what will happen? But it's just great to see them succeed and have families and kids. Can't believe I'm that old. So that's the story behind the story of The Marvelous Mail on Market Street. I hope you enjoy that book as much as I did writing, and I hope it just puts in your life some trust in God. Things take place for a reason, and this is my miracle, my marvelous story. Thank you.